Hello and welcome to Impact Africa, our online talk show where we get to have conversations with diverse people and organizations who are impacting lives positively and at the same time celebrating people and places. Yes, this is me, Dr. Kemi Adebayo, also known as Dr. Mama K. And in today's program, as we're still celebrating the month of May, which is Africa Month, which is usually on the 25th of May, which is actually my anniversary day. But anyway, it's not about me. So the last time we celebrated 5 inspirational Africans from across Africa, part 1. So this is our part 2. We've picked another 5 inspirational Africans who I had a full conversations with. So you need to check out our conversations on our YouTube page, Facebook page, so that you could hear the full length, of the conversation. For this segment, we want to focus on leadership. What does leadership, means to them? Because they are all leaders in their various industry and amazing leaders, servant leaders, selfless leaders as well. So we're going to start with Pastor David Kadalie, Uncle David, I call him. He's the lead pastor for Every Nation Schaapkral, which is based in Cape Town, South Africa. And the title we had for this full program was Love for People. Enjoy. For you, what motivates you as a person? And what are the qualities you'll see of a leader? Because you're about leadership, through and through in everything you do. What are the qualities a leader should have? And what motivates you?
When you read and you hear about leadership, they say leadership is influence. But to influence, you need to have trustworthy leadership. And to be trustworthy, there's 2 components that you need. It's first of all, character and competency.
Okay.
Because if you only have character, and it's important, the Bible is strong on character development. But if you only have character without competency, your followers and you will only end up being mediocre. But if you have competency without character, you end up abusing people.
Yeah, deep.
So for me to be a leader, and as a Christian leader, we need to have spiritual leadership.
Right.
The Bible talks about worldly leadership and spiritual leadership. Like this, worldly leaders lord it over people, controlling people. But spiritual leadership is about serving. And in Romans 8 also it talks about leadership is a spiritual gift. Now, when that hit me, because I was reading all kinds of books, secular books, Christian books, and then I decided I'm going to go on a journey and see what the Bible has to say about leadership.
Okay.
And I've been writing leadership principles now for years. I've got 250 leadership principles that are now in 2 books.
Okay.
And I'm working towards having 365 before I die, so that we can have 1 a day.
That makes sense.
The principles of leadership. And so I believe in biblical leadership, especially within the church context. You cannot come with a secular mindset.
Right.
If you start looking at what the Bible has to say, and I've written down just why it's different, and some of the reasons is because of we are being enabled by the Spirit. It is not just learning, which is important, but the enablement that is necessary, and the whole thing of servanthood, understanding Jesus' style. One of the reasons why I'm so against using titles to lead people is because leadership is about servanthood.
Yeah.
It's coming down to people's level. It is not one above, it's one among.
Right.
It is serving people. It's about giving your life away. It's investing in people. It's about humbling yourself before God. And I think too many of us, leadership goes to our head. And we even give ourselves titles, and we got to sit on. You got to function. You got to sit in the white chair and right in front. I sit where the people sit. So, I mean, people get upset with me because when I speak at a function, they want me to sit there with the boss in front, and I look at the rest of that. I said, "No, I'm comfortable here with my wife." I just, and sometimes, I just, to be honest with you, I can just see it. Yeah. So my understanding of leadership is a biblical understanding, and Jesus is my model. Jesus is my model, So this.
Wow, yes, I enjoyed that conversation with Uncle David, Pastor David, where I was asking him about what motivated him as a person and qualities for him as a leader. And I enjoyed, I thoroughly, agree with him with what he said, that, you need to have character and confidence. Because if you don't have character, you might end up abusing people. And for him, leadership is about, and as a Christian leader, to have spiritual leadership within him. Thank you very much, Uncle David. You need to go and watch the rest of the that episode. So our next guest, that we're featuring today, is a young man called Blessing Yawo, Mr. Blessing Yawo. He's a serial entrepreneur and the CEO founder for Ubuntu Nations Corp, which is based in Cape Town, South Africa. And the title we had for his episode was Let Love Lead. And I was asking him as well what success meant to him and, what he feels, generally about success. Enjoy. I want to ask for you now, what is your definition of success? What does success mean to you? And at the same time, what does being a leader, because I know, you're passionate about God and you do a lot of work in church, because I know that. So what does leadership mean, for you, as a person?
Okay. Look, to me, when it comes to success, has so many definitions. Someone will see, let's say, buying a car as a success. Completing a degree is a success. But my success to me is accomplishing your dreams. Okay, that's success. And when it comes to leadership, the key thing is leadership is not about power. Leadership is to serve. Okay, so right. To be a leader, you need to set good examples. You need to be able to be a good listener. Listening to people, and also having love for people. Because once you have this, it actually makes it easy for you to relate or deal with people, because trust me, we humans, it's the most difficult thing you can ever do is bringing people together. So you need to have that tolerance, and the mind and that soft heart to say, what, you don't judge easily, listen to people, because maybe you assume, or you expect them to do something, but they do it the wrong way. Okay, but you need to have that mindset now to say, okay, fine, what happened here? Because maybe the way you think is not the way they think. You understand? So you need to put all this into consideration. But most importantly, I think is leadership is about serving, is to serve. Okay, yeah.
Wow, what an amazing young man, Blessing is. And I really encourage you as well to listen to the full episode. Him describing success there, about you achieving your dreams. And for him, leadership is not about power, but to serve people. So our third guest is my sister from another mother, who is from Nigeria, and She is Shirley Okharedia. She is the founding executive director for Temple School, which is based in Lagos, Nigeria. And the title for the program was Stay the Course. And wow, I really have a lot of respect for this young lady. Like, you know, everybody to me is young. So yes, I was asking her about same question, the qualities of a leader. So enjoy. What would you say is your definition of success? And as a leader, what are some of the qualities, personal qualities you think a leader should have?
What is my definition of success? I'd say my definition of success is when I see the products, our students. When you take a child that is struggling academically and you see that child 2, 3, 4 years down the line doing very well in school, that for me is success. Parents would send us children from places like, they would send us children from England, they would send us children from America, they would send us children from South Africa, and they would say, this child has been expelled from this school, this child is on his or her last chance. This is the third school, the fourth school abroad, and we're giving up. Please, what can you do? So receiving those children, mentoring them, teaching them, guiding them, helping them to see that they are worth more than they are showing their parents. You find that over time, we've had children, a particular child that the mother said, I think this boy is just going to be a gardener at home. And against I have given up, this child has messed up everywhere. That child ended up school valedictorian. Wow. That for me is success. Just because the child came in and he too knew I'm at the end of my role. There is nowhere else outside of here. And here he found love, he found acceptance, he found patience, perseverance, commitment to him succeeding. And he didn't waste time in grabbing that opportunity. And honestly, he went from being the one that was mentored to the one who was now mentored. That is successful.
Beautiful. And qualities in leaders? For you?
For me, what are the qualities? You have to be committed. A leader must be committed. You cannot give up when others are giving up. You have to, because life will throw challenges that will make you want to give up. So you have to be committed to that thing you say you want to do. You have to persevere. You have to persevere. And you have to love it. You have to love what you do. You cannot mentor people when you are sad about what you're doing. You cannot even be successful when you're not happy with what you're doing. So you have to love what you're doing. You have to be happy doing it. So once you have that commitment and you persevere through all the challenges, and the love for what you're doing is there in your heart, and it shows in all you do, I think a leader is going to win.
Wow. Our next featured guest is a dear sister who is from originally Zambia and based in Cape Town. She is Sister Florence Mulenga, a real sister. She is the center manager for Bosco Delft Skills Training Center, which is based in Delft, Cape Town. And we titled the episode Heart of Education. So you need to go and watch. You need to look for the series to watch. So I was asking as well about the success story of Don Bosco, who was an amazing, young boy, at a very young boy, and became an age, and he just did so much amazing things. So you really need to go and look. And study and watch the conversation with Sister Florence. Enjoy. I know during the break you were sharing with me some of the success stories in terms of the placement that you've had. Yeah.
Yes, this also bringing good news from some of the young people are getting employed in the places where they have been placed, and others, they have found job. And we are very happy with them, and we are also happy with those people who are recognizing to say these young people, they need help. Yes, because I can share also with two young ladies who, when we were looking for the work experience, they went ahead of us and they found a hotel, that is Cloud9 Hotel in Cape Town.
Okay.
Yes, and now the manager from that area said, we cannot bring you in, we need to go to know where you're coming from. And the young ladies, they had to send the communication to me, the contact numbers, and the place where the Cloud9 Crowd Hotel is. And I had to go there with the staff member.
Okay.
Yes, and we met the managers, and they were very happy that the young ladies are there, and they just found that it's good that they moved themselves to look for that.
Yes.
And they were happy to offer them, to say we are going to put them for 3 days, like to experience
training.
them, to see them if really they have
work
come
experience.
for that.
Yes.
And they managed to be there, and one of them wrote actually a message to a staff member who teaches them housekeeping and cleaning to say, Madam Esther, I'm writing this so that you can tell the young people at Don Bosco Skills Training Center. First, I appreciate that the Don Bosco Skills Training Center is there, because what you have been teaching us is what I am doing here.
Wow.
And I don't need supervision because I know how to make a bed. Yes, nicely. That was a very good and moving story to one of the young people by the name of Anita, that she can tell us to say what we are teaching.
Giving that feedback that she's
thing.
useful for her. And
yes. So we are having, good number of them. We have also one who maybe in 2021 was here, is working at El Caspar. She was on the till. The last time I passed also, she has to tell me, I have a news to tell you, sister. I have been employed at Elka, and now I've been asked to do a training in administration when they recognize that I did computer training at Don Bosco. And she's there working. So those are some of the stories that we are having, and we are seeing that some of the young people are becoming economically active because of the skills that they are gaining at Don Bosco. And we say, it's not enough, we need more. We need where we can establish robust partnership that can work with the center for the good of the young people.
Yeah. Wow. Well done, sister. There's a lot, obviously that you're doing there. And I know thank you so much, Sister Florence. Such insightful nugget there about, the work, that Don Bosco, of blessed memory, did, and about helping young people, young boys. And that has multiplied, into so much now with what they're doing at Don Bosco Skills Center in Delft, which caters for young people and as well young children. They run a creche. They have a program for young people, there. Thank you. I salute you all. And our final featured guest, yes, for today is Mr. Carl Burger. He is from South Africa. He is the co-owner for New National Hotel, which is based in Parow, Cape Town. A lovely, beautiful place. Not too big, not small, near the airport. So much to offer. They have restaurant, they have everything in there. And the title we had for our full episode was called Chase Your Vision, which I believe is what Mr. Carl Burger is doing. So check out, the full interview on our Facebook or YouTube page. And I was asking him about, life lesson, that he has gained over the years that he might be able to advise a younger Carl, there. Enjoy. Now, what I want to ask you now, I know I called you young man earlier and you're like, oh, and so on, but it doesn't matter. But with your knowledge and your skills and experience, what life lessons would you want to share with the young Carl? Like what you said, you didn't want to join the family business initially, thinking, yes, long hours, and all that. What life lessons have you gained, over the years that you want to say, okay, maybe, this could be useful for young Carl,
No, I think when I think of the way you've posed that, I think it's important for young people to have a vision, of how they would like to see the world, or how they see what opportunity is there. And when you find out, what that opportunity is, it's important that you lean in and you are prepared to do the work. I think it's great to have a dream. You must have a dream, but a dream is just obviously, in your mind, unless you're prepared to match that with a good work ethic, whether you are prepared to match that with desire to do the research, go and ask, go and find out, assess a lot of your assumptions. We make a lot of assumptions of what we think things would be. I think when we did what we did, even with the hotel, one of the things that we hadn't even considered, in fact, was just a, by the way, benefit, was the fact that we were close to the airport. We only thought about the immediate area, but we never thought about the fact that within our radius there are not many hotels close to the airport, so that kind of fell in our lap. But it comes with grinding, doing the hard work, and the rest of the benefits will come with your endurance and with following that vision. So I think you've got to do the work. You've got to do the work and match it with how you can see things could be.
Yes, chase your vision. Powerful words of advice, from Mr. Carl there, where he was sharing that, young people need to have a vision, because without a vision, and they need to see the world when they can, and to see what opportunity they have out there. So yes, some might be able to travel, overseas to other countries, and some you don't need to travel. So still go out of your own environment, see the world, see another city, go to another suburb in your area. Why, are you only going to be in Weinberg when you could work in Parow? Things like that. So I'm just using that as an analogy. Powerful, powerful words of wisdom from these 5 inspirational African entrepreneurs. So we had South Africa represented twice. We have Nigeria, we had Zambia, and we had Cameroon as well. Thank you all, for your time. We really, really appreciate you. Thank you all for what you're doing, serving communities through work, through business, through initiatives and other things that you do. We really honor you for all you're doing, to impact the world positively. And we encourage anyone out there, there are different ways you could impact, communities and people around you. So we hope you've been inspired by our 5 African inspirational entrepreneurs as we celebrate Africa Day, Africa Month in the month of May, which is a celebration month for me. I told you earlier on, I celebrate Africa Day with my wedding anniversary, which by God's grace is 32 years and still going on strong, doesn't feel like it. And again, my birthday again is in May, and I'm having a challenge, but we'll keep, letting you hear more about it, as we go. A challenge just to raise funds as well for Bold Moves and to inspire you as well and myself as we journey this life together. Well, that's all we've got time for today. Till next time, this is Mama K saying, stay safe, stay blessed, love you.